What's going on there, fellow YouTubers? It's Chris from the Msss Anomalies channel. Guys, I've been trying to get this video out. I apologize for not getting these things out. I've had a lot going on here. No, I did not get abducted or the men in black come get me or anything like that. I'm completely fine. But I did have, last Thursday during the week, we had both a graduation, both my son as well as my daughter just graduated Thursday, same day. And I had my daughter just get married Saturday, just passed. So, been really, really hectic as far as timing, stressing out, so on and so forth. And then I got a vacation coming up like next week. So, there's a lot to be thrown around, and so my apologies for that. I've been anxious to get these out. Okay, let's jump right into it. So, and by the way, if it's a little lengthy, you'll understand, and I'm sure it's been anticipated anyway, because I had a couple of you guys actually ask me, "Oh, what's going on? Are you all right?" And so I appreciate that, and asking about me and so on and so forth. So, all right, without further ado, let's get right into this. All right, basically, these pictures here are these are from, as you can see, Mount Sharp. Now, the one on the right is actually from Neville Thomas, I think his name is, Thompson, I think it is. He gets the credit for this picture here. He had it just up on one of his panoramas that he had put together. Now, the other one on the left, you can see at the top of the screen here, it says 467. Now, the one on the right, going back to the one on the right, that was from, I think he had 993. I'm going to try to get the link for the one he posted so you guys can check this out yourselves. But I want you, the reason why I put these side by side is for a comparison. Please tell me how any of these look the same. Now, the foreground's going to look different because supposedly this thing is working its way, I don't know if you can see my cursor there, but it's working its way this way, going down towards the south end of Mount Sharp. Okay, that's fine. As you can see in the top left one, or the left one I should say, but in the top almost, you can see what, to me it looks like a front of a jet. I mean, that's the first thing I get when I see the shape of it. And you can also see the one on the right as well. In fact, let's go ahead and just bring this one up to here a bit. Let's get them to match somewhat. And as you can see, you got this one here, and you've got this other hillside, or whatever this is, here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just move this over. But what happened is, because this is going to the right, the rover is actually going to the right, you've got more space in between here. Okay. Now, guys, seriously, anybody who doubts these, they say, "Oh, you guys are nuts. Why would they, manipulate their pitches?" Come on. Look at this. Look at the one on the left. It has these round mounds at the top. Why is this one flat-topped? Okay, look at the difference in I'm just going to just back this and just slide it to the side here a little bit. Why does nothing look the way it's supposed to? Look at this other thing. I mean, right here. You can see it right here going up like this and then coming up over to here. This one doesn't have it, but it does. Check this out. You can see it. It's actually carved out or on this actual so-called mountain. That's kind of a little weird, isn't it? But check out, if you look, this is the thing, guys. You got to look carefully. Check this out. You can see something going like this, going straight across and then back down, and then going across and then back down again. It looks like structures. And I'm telling you right now, these other guys can call me crazy. And I'm not talking about my, you guys, my subscribers. I'm talking about these other idiots that say, "Oh, there's not a thing wrong. They're not doctoring up these pictures." Well, then please explain to me why you got this big mountain here, you've got this other one here, and then you've got this one right here. Because this rover's moved to the right and is going further down, further down, further down to the right, why don't you see that? Why don't you see? Here's the other one, and here's the other one. Where's the one right here in the middle? You should be able to see that with ease. You don't see it. And this whole background is totally different. It's totally different. And I've been saying this, guys. This is not a mountain. These are not as far away as everybody would think, or they were trying to make you believe. It isn't. Trust me. When you look, though, you can see if you look carefully, you can see, like right here, you can see this line right here, and you can see a line coming down faintly, and another one just barely visible. Well, guess what? It's right there. One goes across, and then two. Structures everywhere. Vehicles, you name it. Watch this. You're going to love this. This thing just gets more and more bizarre. I'm going to jump into Photoshop because I want to really show you this. This is just... See this line, too? I just want to show everybody this. This is crazy. This line you see here, going across the top, then going back down, is false. It's absolute BS. And I've said this before. What they're trying to do is they're trying to hide individuality of things that are sitting here. And you're going to see this really clear about what I'm talking about, and it's going to pop right out at you. And there's another one here, I believe. Well, you can't see it in this one because this is not the panorama on the left. This one here is. You're going to see it here. You can almost see a transparency between these darker areas. That's because it is. Okay, we'll keep going. There's another one. I forget. I think it's right here. See, there's like a section going. Another section going. You can see right here where it's transparent, but they put a line over it to make it so you don't see anything of any individuality. And that's the whole idea, is to block and hide things, that anything that comes that's in this picture, basically. This right here even gets more bizarre. This thing right here, it looks like some kind of weird spaceship or a group of buildings, if you will, right here. Doesn't look like that now, and don't worry, it's going to. This right here, you can just see, this looks like structures. This thing literally comes up like this, slopes down, goes down like this, and you're going to see it more visible going like this, and these pieces coming down. There's 1,000%, this is not a mountain, guys. It's just not a mountain, period. They're actual, see this, like, I don't know if you guys can see this right here. Look at this. Look at this piece of blur crap. This right here, from top to the bottom of it, right there, going right across this picture, narrows out, and then stops right around here. Why do you suppose that is? Why would they do that to a picture? You don't see it in here. But yet, all this green crap right here, this is all fake. It's all being hidden, and it's hiding stuff as well. Okay. Let's jump into this other picture, because you're going to love this. And like I said, I'm going to try to get you the link for Neville T, his link to his panorama. And, of course, you guys will get this one as well. And you guys will get that. So, let's jump into this, because this gets wild. All right. There's the original. Now, I'm going to jump right into the next stage, right here, to try to get rid of some of this red, if you will. And you'll start to see, it just blur. I mean, everywhere you look, there's a blur spot. But it's not just the blur. What happens is, you can see like green right here. See like this green tint, and then there's this brown tint. This is all complete garbage. This is stuff to try to hide what is really in this picture. Now, you can see it right here. It's a little bit, not so, rust color, copper color, orange. You don't see that as much now. And now the next stage, you're going to see really the prominence, where it's really prominent, how they really did their best to try to block this stuff out. Check this out. It is everywhere. Absolute crap. Check this stuff out. But what does that? Check this out. Boom, boom, boom. Nice 90-degree angles. Really? And you're going to start to see this more and more. You can start to see this nice and smooth come up and down here. Like you can see it right here. Just coming up, going like this, coming down. Because it's actually a wall type thing. And there's structures here. They don't want you to see that. But check that out. You can see something coming down like this. And you can see it actually comes down further than that. I think it kind of goes like this. But there's all kinds of things here, guys. It's amazing. Check this out. See how this is starting to become a little bit more transparent right here? It's because it is. And you're going to see that. Now, this is what I did. Just to, some people say, can you please tell us how you do this? Let me tell you something, guys. This doesn't take 15 minutes. Sometimes these pictures can take hours on end to try to bring through, if you will, the actual structure. Sometimes it takes more contrasting. Like when you hit right here, you can hit like your dodge tool. And you can go into the shadows. And what that'll do is it'll lighten up any of the darker areas. Like you can see right there what I just did that. You can see right in here. I'm going to demonstrate right here in this little area. You'll see it'll start to lighten up those certain dark areas. Well, not every picture applies that way. So there's different techniques. You got to go about things a different way to actually get these things to pop. So it's really tough to do that. You can see right here. Look at this. Perfect. Well, let me do it this way. My bad. Right here. Almost a perfect line going straight across here. And then you can just start to see 1, 2. Of course, it's not that long. I went a little too long with it. Right here. Just a hair bit too long. But check this right here. It goes like this. Goes down. And actually goes like that. You'll see that in a little bit. Goes over. Like I said, it's got this other straight piece. I mean, there's so much of this in here. Check this thing out. What the hell is this? Kind of got this weird, almost looks like an inlet to an engine kind of thing. Like it's facing this way. I don't know what it is. Because it's actually being covered up, you can't tell. But let me give you a little clue on something. See this right here? It's the white areas you really want to concentrate on. It's not the brown. It's not the green. There's things lying right here. And the more you dig into these pictures, the more you'll find them. Case in point, this big object, and I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know if it's multiple things or just one, but you're going to see it. It's just wild. Now, let's get out of that. Let me jump to the next one. This is where it gets bizarre. And you're going to see this pop right out. Especially in this area here on the right. And you're going to start to see in here. And we're going to try to bring this out for you guys as well. Now watch this. Let's go to the next picture. Right here. Now it's black and white. And I burned through the stuff that's sitting in here. And check this out. What the hell does that? You see that? See how you can still see the faint line of it running down. They tried to hide any... And what I did was I took the tool and went over this whole thing to try to do the same to see if anything would pop out. Nothing came out. Only this area here. Why would that be? Now you're starting to see this wall a little bit better coming down, and it looks like it goes like this. And you can start to see what looks like... Look at this. It's just too perfect, guys. There's no way. There's another section of something laying right here. This is coming down. You can see a bunch of structures. If you guys take your magnifier from your actual operating system or you take a regular magnifying glass, just look this thing over. There's no way in hell that this is a standard mountain. It's not going to be. I've said this 100 times over, and I mean it. It's not a mountain. They give you this illusion that from this foreground, and I'm just going to back out here a little bit, from this foreground right here, all the way over there is just like so many miles away. It's not. It's bullshit. It's absolutely BS, and I'm just going to, that's it. Sticking to my guns on it. I've been saying this since I've been studying this mountain, this so-called mountain. If you look here, you can start to see it's starting to become more transparent right here. Right between this area here. It's a little lighter right in here. Not quite as light as the first one, but you can start to see things starting to pop out of it. And you can see what it almost looks like this weird arch, like holding these things up, or just like there's things like, you know what I mean? I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just way when you look at it real quick, that's what it kind of looks like. Let's go over here now to the left. Now, if you look, you can start to see this thing coming out. I don't know if it's multiple items or what it is. Now, I'm going to show you, if you look at this thing really good, you can start to see like it looks like some kind of weird overhang or rooftop, if you will, going just like this and then back over. There's another one right here, and you can see it faintly. If you look really good, right here, you see how this fudge right here is right there? That's not it. It's actually, they're trying to cover up right here. There's another one. Doing the same thing. Move down this way, and you've got what looks like a symmetrical wall, or some kind of divider, or something like that. There's another structure, or vehicle, or I don't even know what the hell this thing is, to be honest with you. I couldn't tell you. I'm just pure speculation here, guys. You guys know that. That's all we can do is speculate. And then when you look, you'll see like what looks like a like openings. I want to call them windows for lack of a better word, because I don't know what it is. It's maybe just details of the item. I don't know. But this is what really caught my eye too. Let me just jump out just a hair bit. If you look right here, there's this weird arch thing. And then you can see where it's grayed out right here. See that right there? From like here over. Okay? But it literally goes up like this, comes back over, goes like this, and then back down. Now, I thought that was pretty weird in itself until I seen the other one on the other side. I was like, what the hell is that? There's another one sitting right here. And it kind of goes behind, and it kind of goes up and then back down. But this whole thing, and you can start to see another thing right here, like there's openings or something in the bottom. But this whole thing is completely straight. Well, I wouldn't say completely straight. It looks like there's something round right there. It keeps going, and it looks like it has a front to it or whatever. And it's this whole thing. I'm going to just surround the whole thing because I'm not going to do the whole thing. But you can see right here. Whoops, that was bad. Like this here, this whole thing. I don't know if it's multiple things in the background and they're just blending it, but check this out. What does this? You can literally see this in all of this mess. Nice round radius. Nice, nice. What does that, guys? And you can see right here where they didn't actually take that crap they went over with. You can see it's actually clear, but look at the radius on it. It's being hidden. Nobody's going to tell me in nature that's going to happen just like that. Sorry. It's not going to happen. And there's multiple things all over this whatever this thing is. You can start to see there's something around right there too. But whatever this thing is, it has many pieces to it. Check this out. There's like 1, I don't know if it's buildings, structures. I'm not sure what you would call this. I don't know. But there's multiple. Whatever these things are, they're all over this item. I'm going to use for lack of a better word. I don't know. And then up here, if you go up to here, you can start to pop these out. Check this out. Boom. Goes across. Check this thing out. It goes like this. And of course it does this. But I don't know. If you look at, again, I've always said that, look, guys, you're never going to be able to see the 100% picture. You're just not going to see it. But what you can do is you can find things in here that stick out of this manipulation, if you will. They don't do a very good job sometimes, and that's a good thing. Okay, let me hop out of that, go to the next one. And I'm going to try to, I've tried to darken this one up and then bring up some spots that we can lighten up a little bit. But check this out. How does that look normal to anybody? Are you seriously kidding me? Look, you can literally see what looks like walls. I don't know if this is a front of a structure, because again, you know, people think, well, how can it be a structure? It's just a big mess. Exactly. But you don't know whether these are, because it's hiding all the individual pieces. Of course, that's kind of not straight. If it's not individual pieces, but you can literally see parts of these are literally going down too. And you're only seeing things in between these manipulations. And I'm glad that we can do that. There's another part here. Let me see, right in this area here. All of this right down here, you can start to see, I'm going to go to the original, but you can see things like this here. If you look, there's actually what looks like structures, but you don't see that. Look at this, something right here. It looks like a little archway. And it goes down like this here. There's all these little individual things. Now watch this. Go back to the original picture. Everything looks 2D. Everything looks flat. Excuse me. There's nothing there to see. It's gone. But it isn't. There's a little archway right there. Going down. And this other building is right here. But you don't see it. It looks like part of the ground. It looks 2D. And that's what they want you to believe. When you jump into this picture, and I think I believe it's the next one, right there, you can start to see these things actually pop. They actually start to stand up. They look like they're standing as opposed to just a flat surface. And that's the idea. Again, here's that other piece way up here. Now, if you look, you can start to see what looks like more structures right in here. And you see this piece right here. This is neat. It actually has details to this thing. I don't know if this is like going up and then down. It looks like this one here goes up in like an arch type thing. I don't know if you can see that. Watch that. See it right there? It's very faint, but it looks like it has an arch to it. Whatever the hell these things are, they're structures, vehicles, or something, but they're not. And I repeat, they are not rock. There's no way this is rock. There's something else right here that slopes down right here. You can start to see this thing pop out of here a bit more. Whatever this thing is. Or things. We can use the term things. And I try to blast away more of this item. I mean, look at this thing. This thing's insane. But just awesome in itself. I mean, look at that thing. Now, I'm going to put the yellow filter on this, because sometimes it just makes a lot of details pop, and that's what we're looking for. Look at this. This is insane. This is awesome. Again, you can see it very faintly coming up here, then back down nice and neat. It looks like it might actually go to a corner and then back down. But it's hard to tell because everything's so blurred up. You don't know whether this is... I'm going to use it like this. It appears to be... Honestly, it looks like it has individual pieces if you look here. Check this out. There's like... Looks like a space here. There's something sticking out right here. Looks like a darker circle. I don't know what the hell that is, but check this stuff out. They look like structures. They look like openings. They look like, like right here. Look at this. And this up here, I mean, you can still see where I left it a little bit. We can see in between these, you can see the actual, where they try to go completely over this to hide the, like I said, individual pieces. So, it's just really bizarre stuff here, guys. Go up here. Again, this piece right here. Let's move over a little bit. This top piece right here. And come on. These things look like multiple structures all over the place. Here. Another one right here. Looks like this whole thing. Some kind of structure. Again, I wish we could see these pictures actually with nothing obscuring anything. This would be like the ultimate, the bomb. It looks like there's something right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it does this. Goes down. Has this weird arch, and then comes back down. Something right there, right there. I don't know what that is either, but there's something right there. It's like sticking through this stuff. There's something right here. I tried to get out. I can't get it out. I tried. Can't do it. And like I said, just look at this thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys, because like I said, you can see that just coming through with the lines and everything, but they're trying to obscure it. And I've got, believe it or not, guys, I've got the left-hand side of this that I believe it was also from DevT. He had done this panorama, and I'm going to be doing that. I don't know if I can get to that before or after my vacation, because I've got another one on Ceres, the moon, or mini planet, call it what you will. I don't care what it is. It's a body to me. But, yeah, not what you think it is. Those little white spots, They think it's some kind of whatever type of rock, or if it's frost. Yeah, okay. Nope. All right, now I'm going to invert this picture because I want to show you this. Check this out. It's just cool to see this stuff. And you guys will get all these pictures up on Google+. I'm going to try to get these up there because I've got a lot going on right now. I'm going to try to knock these out if I can. And here's these areas. Check them out now. And now, check this out, guys. Here's the thing. If these items weren't there when you invert, you'd almost not see them at all. You wouldn't see them. It would like change dramatically sometimes, but you can actually see these things really good. Like you do in the regular enhanced version. But they're there. Check it out. It's right there. You can still see this stuff. It's got some, I don't know what these are, just simple details or weird arches on this, whatever this thing is. But they're there. They're sitting right there. Again, we've got this weird, whatever the hell this thing is. Right there. You've got right here what looks like openings, windows, call them what you will. These are not very big, the smaller ones, but you've got something right here. It looks like it's either, let me see this right here. Let's do it right here. Go back into this one. And you can see whatever this thing is completely round on this, whatever this is. Check this out. Oh, it's a little bit bigger than that. Right there. And you've got these structures of these weird, and again, you got to look and read between the actual crap that, like this right here, like I said, look at the way this is crapped right here. They're just throwing this stuff over. Now, is it possible that this is stuff that's been laying there for thousands of years, and you've got this stuff like drooping over this stuff, and it's covered with dirt and trees and whatever else, and it's a possibility that that's what's happening. But that's not the only thing. We can all agree that this has been, it's been manipulated. There's another one here. I don't know if this is some kind of weird structure right in front of this other. I remember I showed you this one here. It goes like this. And then you've got what looks like another structure right here. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what that is, but regardless, there they are. There's the picture. I'm going to back out a little bit more. And there you go. I don't want to make this one super long, guys. I just wanted to get this one out because I've been trying. I've been itching to get these things out. Just haven't really had the time. Again, I'm going to make sure that you get all of these pictures. I'm going to make sure I put these up on Google Plus for you. Let me just back out of here. I want to give you guys an up close of this. Because this to me is phenomenal. This is just awesome. I don't know what kind of rock does this. And like I said, the second half of this video might come out after I come back from vacation, because the other one side of this thing is insane. It literally just shows what looks like there's no way it could be a rock. I mean, it's just right there in your face. Yeah, so I'll let you guys have a look at that. Yeah, just a whole lot to share, guys. I've got some good stuff coming up here. I just really haven't had the time, and I'm going to make sure that when we get back, it's going to be we're going to be gung ho about this. I've got a friend of mine that's going to be on here as well. He's now in the aeronautics He's working there. I can't let out too much information, and even he doesn't want to let out too much. But we're not going to have that, let me just, make his voice change and slow it down and all that crap. He's going to be a person just like I am on the broadcast, and you're going to see him yourself. But he can't let on too much, but he's got a little bit to share, both in engines, meaning newest technology, as well as flat Earth, and which he did get a good chuckle out of, by the way. But you guys will see that yourselves. Here's a little sneak peek. But you guys will see that. Anyway, guys, I don't want to tie it up too much longer. I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to try to get out another video for you guys and, upload these. Takes a bit of time. We're going to try to get them all out for you. Again, I'm sorry it took this long, but I'm going to try my best, especially when I get back. We're going to be, like I said, all over this. So anyway, guys, have a good afternoon, evening, morning. Doesn't matter where you're at. Hope everything is well with everybody. And I will see you next pick.